What have you got?
Fenton, the beetroot thief. The beetroot thieving continues. Only fucking beetroots. Only beetroots.
The odd potato.
Anything that looks like his ball.
He dug that out of the ground. I saw it, it had popped right out and I saw the little paw go in.
So much for keeping the dogs out of the veg bed.
Well, we've got time to start on the building of the raised beds. Also, the goats have cleared the neighbour's land, not ours. Oh mate, you'll be there for hours. I tried yesterday. Couldn't even get like a quarter of it out. It's just so in.
As long as you get the main bits, that's all that matters. I just need to be able to see what's in here.
Pumpkin flowers. Until the dogs start trying to eat the pumpkins. Look at you, Mr. Guilty. What have you got still? Have you still got your treat? Have you got it? What's that? What's that you got there? Where'd you get a beetroot? What are you going to do with the beetroot? What are you going to do with it? Stop wagging your tail. I'm not chasing you for the beetroot. Ridiculous. So don't get his beetroot. Sit. It's a little toasty today. So apparently this is the worst year for grapes and grain that has happened in quite some time. So even these huge pile of grapevines, which will be trained and sorted next year, have produced sweet bugger all. As you can see, the raised beds are going well.
This bamboo post has been heavily dogged. It has snapped completely.
Wow.
It's hanging on by the top bit. That might need to be
Replaced at some point. Woof.
Woof, woof, woof.
Woof, woof, breaking stuff. Woof, 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 woof.
Good morning. It is a wonderfully cool Monday morning. I'm off to the supermarket. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we'll see how this goes. I need to have a conversation about something, a rant about something, but more so to actually get people's opinions about something that happened over the weekend. So Saturday, supposedly we went to go pick up horse manure from someone that I saw had horse manure on a local Facebook group. We asked our neighbour Wojtek to take us in his pickup truck because his pickup truck is much easier to clean than our van. So we get to the horse place and I call the guy because I wasn't sure if we were in the right entrance. He sent me the location for his hotel. So I called him, right, I'm not sure if we're in the right gate, just let us know. He comes out and within 5 seconds of meeting us, he's sarcastic. He says, oh, well, the other entrance over there says riding school, which is the one that you should have entered. I'm not sure if it was English, but he spoke English. And you've come in through the, I think the tourism we go off to the correct entrance and we wait there in 32-degree heat for, what, 20 minutes for his wife to come out. His wife comes out, shows us where the pile of horse manure is, and she says, oh, unfortunately we've not trimmed the entrance to it, so you can't really get the truck there. Where the pile was about 7 meters away from where we would have been able to put the truck. She didn't have buckets. We didn't come with buckets or shovels, and she basically said, yeah, I may have one shovel. So basically we'd have to shovel this pile of shit, walk 7 meters to go to the truck to go put shovels worth of horse manure in the truck. We're paying them 45 euros for this. So I immediately, like, the guy put a sour taste in my mouth. She thinks we're going to shovel and walk 7 meters to go put horse manure in the back of a truck. And I feel bad for our neighbour Wojtek, because I didn't realise we'd be here for hours. I thought they would have had buckets worth of manure and we would have just, picked up the buckets and dumped it in the back of the truck. Or maybe they had something like a loader to offload the manure directly into the back of the truck. So Tom and I glance at each other and we're like, no, we're done with this, sorry. So we leave. And my question is, are Tom and I being totally unreasonable that we expected the horse manure to just be there ready for us to dump in the back of a truck? When you're paying 45 euros for horse shit, I'm not paying 45 euros for me to shovel my own horse manure. Our neighbour Wojtek seems to think that we had the completely wrong idea and that is completely normal and that we were being dramatic and unrealistic. I don't think we're being dramatic and unrealistic. So those of you who have been in Portugal for a few years and have had experiences with, I guess, foreigners, because these guys were definitely foreigners, they weren't local. What's the expectations? Should we have shoveled our own horse shit for 45 euros? Or should they have had it ready for us, easy to pick up? Anyways, we went and had a coffee afterwards, and then we figured out that we actually already know someone who owns horses. So Tom messaged him and he said that we can just come pick it up and we don't need to pay him for it. If I'm getting the horse shit for free, I will happily go there, shovel my own shit, put it in buckets and put it in the back of the van. But I'm not paying money to do it myself. What do you guys think? Anywho's, would love to get everybody's opinions on this. Honestly, I can't believe that guy was just sarcastic within like not even 30 seconds, not even 10 seconds of meeting someone. Sarcastic. Rude. I appreciate your sarcasm. Tom and I are so sarcastic all the time. But not to someone you've just met. Within 5 seconds, you make a sarcastic comment. Like your post, you can't even see your signs. You can't even see your posts. Get bigger signs and send me the correct location. So, rant over. We have a storm incoming later today. Everything really needs to cool down, really. It's been so hot. It's been mid to late 30s for the last week. So, some rain, some thunder would be really nice. Right, peace out. So I've just been editing for the last, I don't know, 3 hours. Tom has been down on the fields playing with his barley. I can't believe he's still hand picking that. Oh, my knees. The storm has yet to arrive, but let's go see how he's doing. Loose chicken. Leave it, you two. Leave the chicken be. Good job. Go kiddos. Oh wow, look how tall the corn is. I don't really come down here very often. We have an irrigation that we use to water the corn. That's looking pretty good. Come on guys, let's go check on Papa.
May I help you, my fuzzy friend? Stephen! Button! Button! Scratches and itches. Come back here. Oh, oi, stop biting him. Yeah. Oi. Flip it, tail him. Oh God! Flipped it. Oh no!
How's it going down here?
Not bad. I've done two
Mr.
of the
Farmer. Farmer Tom.
Farmer Tom.
Farmer Tomasz.
Let's skip any of the Uncle Tom jokes whilst you're in there. Yeah, done. Well, up to here. Done all these bits. So literally, once I've done this final section, it's just the big piles. So I'll just sit there. Might pop a beer.
So what I don't understand is, why have you bought a thresher but you're still doing this by hand?
Because that's not a thresher, that's a winnower. So this, right, this is all barley, which then needs to be broken up. And the difficult bit isn't smashing this up. It's getting the grain and all the little bits of nasty separate.
Right.
So what I would either need to do is get all this up there, drive the car over it half an hour to break up all the bits, scrape it all up my thresher, or I can literally take a couple of afternoons to pick out another 4 or 5 bags of this.
Yeah.
Take these, smash the crap out of them with a stick, or finish building, use maybe that barrel we've got to make the chain flail.
Yeah.
And then literally I just run this through the thresher, and we've got all the barley. So the thresher does the next stage, not this stage. No, the winnower does the next stage. What we need for this section is the thresher, which I don't have at the moment, and I could make, but I don't know how effective it will be. Whereas this will just do this. And the thing is, once this is done, I can just leave this. Do it whenever. It's sorted.
Think about your choices in life.
Think about my choices in life. The dog's going to say hello every so often.
Think about the fact that you left the comforts of London city life to come hand-pick barley in the hot sun.
In the hot sun. It's not that hot actually. I mean, define your comforts. I mean, what? Bar the odd champagne bar? What are you really missing?
We could just get some form of special weed killer just to kill every single weed on this specific terrace.
I'd really rather try and avoid spraying. It's pretty nasty stuff.
Well, what are your other options? If you keep...
Well, A, it's not going to be here anymore. It's going to be there. B,
my worry is that if we keep ploughing this, we're just reploughing weed seeds over and over again, and the weed just gets denser and denser every time you plough.
Not really.
Yeah, it does.
It was deep. You really
this is proven that is a fact.
Not if you plough properly. So that lot potentially turned over, fully turned over, then plasticked. I'd really like to avoid a herbicide. It's going to be nasty stuff. Or, yeah, we can black plastic that whole field over winter, kill everything. Harrow as well, regularly harrow.
I'm not harrowing anything.
Oh, you harrow my life.
Darling, I am a lady of leisure.
You're not a lady of leisure, go clean the kitchen.
Look at those grey clouds. Come on, storm. Could really use some water.
Also, the other thing, according to Wojtek's Spanish mate, if I'd just cut this 3 weeks earlier, when it didn't have the weeds in, just before that last bout of rain, I could have just stooped it and let it dry. Wouldn't have had any of these problems. He also said it was the worst year for grain crops he's ever had.
We've just had such a wet winter in spring, and considering this is our first winter in spring, but from speaking to a lot of people, everyone's like, yeah, nothing's fucking growing, or everything's just growing late.
Yeah, well, it's not only that it's wet, it was hot then wet then hot then wet then hot then wet.
Yeah, everything just had an emotional breakdown.
So everything tried to grow, didn't grow, loads of stuff. The tomatoes were full by this time last year.
Yep, we were harvesting baskets of tomatoes by this time
Consistently.
last year. I mean, we had frost and hail at the beginning of summer.
Yeah. And serious hail as well. Hail enough to like do serious damage to our friends' kiwi trees.
The hail damaged most of our seedlings,
Yeah.
which is why they took such a long time to recover once they were actually planted in the ground. God, the house really does look big from this angle, doesn't it?
It's not a small house.
Yeah,
And it's going to look even bigger when there's a big curved protrusion out there.
yeah. And we want to connect the main house there to
Yeah.
this long shed here
Yeah.
as one huge manor house
Yeah. And
for
then,
2 people.
well, 2 people and our piles of people who come and visit.
Our main complaint about living in London was that we didn't have enough space. We wanted a massive kitchen and we wanted just huge rooms to do stuff in and to be able to get away from each other for hours. And now we can sort of do that, but in the big house it'll be even easier.
Well, and the other thing is we've realised that the farm requirements of a farm kitchen, like it's not just a little bit of cooking here and there. You're looking at prep, volumes,
Yeah.
and then we want to do that big outside area with things like the copper in it for boiling, for jarring. Probably put a grate in the floor with a drain because I reckon we're going to be slaughtering.
Yep.
Which was grim as fuck having to jet wash goat blood off the floor without a jet wash.
Well, you know, now we know all these things.
Well, it's good we sort of got a year to work out where the
To
fuck
figure
it's
out
going.
what we want and what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. True dat, true dat. Good afternoon. We are back down on the veg terrace. We're still waiting for this storm to hit. It's been sort of drizzling a little, but fingers crossed there's a big bulk of rain that's about to come. I have more weeding that I need to do in the veg garden. So I'm going to get on with that, and hopefully when the rain hits, it'll cool me down. Good girl, you splashing in the water. Good girlie.
Swimming pool of some kind. Sure could be getting the dog out before.
Okay, about 3 hours later, maybe 2.5, we've completed the rest of these beds. Stuff that has bolted has been removed. Plants that need to be pruned back have been pruned, and the rest of the veg that really needs to go out has gone out. You know, I only have a very small amount left, which I can deal with another day. Happy days. And still no storm. How disappointing.
Oh, look at the size of those maggots.
They're not maggots. They're things that live in compost. They decompose everything.
That's not a maggot.
No, they're not.
What the hell are they then?
They're like huge wood lice.
That's a woodlouse. Oh, they're baby woodlice.
They're just a different version. They eat
Wow.
the
Mushroom.
shit.
Cool. As long as they're not actual maggots.
Doesn't matter if you have some maggots in compost either.
Just the odd maggot, never hurt no one.
Oh god, I really would have cut that into smaller pieces first.
Well, you could have fucking said. You want to cut that in smaller pieces?
No, not really. Just throw it in there. Doesn't matter.
Well, quit you whining
As
then.
long as it's not twigs, I suppose.
Nothing's twigs. It's all I mean, this is a tree. So maybe not that. Do you want to skip the 2 trees?
No, it's fine. I mean, the branches are like, if you snap them, it snaps.
Not really, this one. This is quite hefty. There's nothing that's woody.
No, it's fine. Just chuck it in there. And leave it uncovered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that the rain, if there is any, can...
Get involved.
Yeah.
This stuff smells of weed. Well, I mean, if you're lucky, the chickens will get in there tomorrow morning and take some poops. Help her along. Look out, bud. Incoming! Oh my god! Good steady boys. Oh, thunder! Thunder, 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 dude. Oh, there we go, that'll be a good one. Well, that's actually quite well. I prepare a big one, give them one of the little ones. So, power cut due to the storm. Everywhere that doesn't have its own electricity is completely dark. The entire valley is pitch black. And we are using paraffin lanterns.
Power has gone off, what, 3 times tonight?
Mm-hmm.
The total time that we've been living here, 3 times? 4 times?
What?
We've had a power cut?
Way more than that. But
Really?
yeah, but I mean, what when you say power cut, just off for 10 minutes or off for like a night?
Off for any amount of
Oh
time?
no, like 10, 15 times.
Huh.
Yeah.
Considering going totally off-grid.
Uh-huh. Strong thought.
Yeah.
These are nice though. Good purchase those.
Yeah, smart.
Big bread move. As you were.
Hola, boa tarde. Fenton, it's just me. Shush. It is Tuesday afternoon. Fenton, shush. I just had a really long nap. We went to bed so late last night with the storm and the fucking power cuts. And we had to be up early to do stuff. away from the house, outside of the house. But the sun is starting to leave the terrace, which is great. And I've come down to the veg beds once again. I need to really have a clear out of all these seedlings on this table. It's really annoying me. And I also want to put these beans in. I don't know if it's too late in the season to put beans in, but we bought some beans. These are beans for drying, by the way. We bought some actual seedling beans from one of the farm shops, and they don't look like they're doing too well. I've also got some loofah. I did germinate some loofah back in spring, but with the weird weather, it didn't make it. So even though it might be a bit late in the season, we'll just see, we'll just see what happens. And I really need to prune a couple of my tomato trees that are going crazy. And then once the sun has fully gone, give everything a good water, because even though it rained yesterday, it really wasn't that much rain. And it's been sort of mid-30s today, so I think everything needs consistent watering from now on anyway. Look at the size of that thing. Fenton, come. Look. Look, spider. Look, it's up here. Spider. Get it, bud. Get it. Attack. Attack. Fenton, do your job. Look. It's here. Look, look. Look, it's moving. It's moving. Get it, bud, get it! Yeah, get it, attack! You lost it. God, should have got a cat. Should have got a cat. Where's it gone, bud? Where is it? Is it in there? It's gone to reproduce, okay? It's gone to produce more. Great. Why don't you go just sniff around in there and see what you can find, huh? You want to do that? Look, bud, there's so many spider webs. Yeah, good boy. You see what you can find. No! Better look! It's inside! It's inside! Oh! How am I supposed to handle this compost? But there's a gigantic... Oh, it's here! Look! Look! Ooh, look! Look! Inside! Here! There it is! Look! There, bud! Yes! Yes! Get it! Attack! 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 Kill it! Yes! Good boy! Good boy! Kill it! Attack! Yeah, good boy. Attack, kill it, kill it. Yes, yes. Well done, bud. Well done. You're such a good boy. Oh, good job. Well done. Who's my spider killing hound? You are. Yeah, you're such a good boy. Stop eating soil. to redo the soya eggs. Good afternoon. I hope you are all well. I am just making another batch of focaccia. Oh, and it has a dog hair in it. Everything here is covered in dog hair. The last batch was really good, but I wanted to try it with normal white flour as opposed to whole wheat flour. So this morning was a bit of an emergency vet visit. We had to take Fenton in to the vet in town because he has allergies. He has been on allergy tablets since the beginning of spring, when we thought he might be allergic to pollen or grass or whatever. He's been on and off those tablets since, and for the last 3-4 days he has been itching everywhere like crazy. So this morning I was like, let's just go. And the vet said last time that if the itching doesn't stop, we can do a blood test to see what the underlying issue is. So we went and got a blood test done. It was not cheap. My God, having pets is expensive. The screening, which tests for any food allergies and any environmental allergies, the total was €400. Let me repeat that. €400. Yeah, we didn't expect it to be that expensive. But yes, hopefully in a few days, maybe a week, we should get the results back. We think he might be just allergic to wheat. And we have been trying to get him off of kibbles and onto a raw food diet, complete raw food diet. But we ran out of the frozen food that we were... Frozen food? Yeah, the frozen raw food that we were giving him. And the next batch we are getting next week. So, yeah, that was our morning. It was the first time that we left Salem on her own. She cried a little when we got in the car. And then when we came back, she had a Tupperware on her bed. And it looked like she had been sleeping in the boot room on top of all our shoes, because all the shoes were everywhere. And we had some recycling bottles over there which were all over the floor. So I think she had a bit of a pity party for herself during her first hour on her own. Anyways, hope you're all well. It's still hot here. Once my focaccia is done, I'm going to go back down on the veg terrace. That seems to be all we do on the veg terrace these days. There's a lot to do when everything's growing. You have to keep on top of pruning, watering, fertilising. And we have a ridiculous number of vegetables growing, so... Oh, also, whilst we were gone, we got a horse manure delivery from the person that we already know. Turns out he doesn't actually have horses. He had tenants staying who had horses, but he's still got a load of horse poop. So he came and delivered that. It's in bags at the top of the drive. We'll probably put it downstairs later today when the sun calms down. I wonder if I should have put the sea salt on the top rather than on the bottom of everything. I don't think it makes a huge difference. Oh wait, I think the person that delivered the horse manure, Phil, watches our videos. So if you're watching, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Highly appreciated. We may come and collect some more in the future of the good horse poop. Oh, thank you, Salem. Thank you for your toe licks. Thank you so much. Salem likes to sit under the kitchen table and lick toes. Fenton is obsessed with licking heads and faces. Salem is obsessed with licking toes. Each to their own, eh? Each to their own. Oh, she's hot. But I am too impatient. Oh. Oh my god, that looks so much better than the whole grain one. Oh, the crunch. So much better with white bread. God, I'm good. Yep.